Hello everyone, this is part one of my tutorial video on getting out of intuitive F2L and getting into more advanced stuff. We're going to try to reduce the amount of regrips, cube rotation, stuff like that. First cases we're going to cover are case number 1 and case number 2 in the speed solving wiki. So basically, anytime you have a pair in the top layer, it's already paired up. We're going to find out all the different ways we can insert it. Because we shouldn't have to ever rotate your cube to insert these pairs. So we'll start out. We'll cover all of them. Right here, this is an oriented case because the side color is red here and orange here, and this edge piece side color is red. So if it's red or orange, it's oriented. If I were to hold it like this, this is not oriented because the side colors are blue and green, and this side color is red, so it's not oriented. If it's not oriented, you're going to have to do F or B moves or rotate to get it in. If it's oriented, you won't have to do that. So that pretty much goes with any F2L case. So we're going to just get started here. So on a solved cube, if you just do an R, U, R prime, you're just pulling this F2L pair out into the top layer. So that's where we're going to start. So to put it back in, if it's here, R, U prime, R. Pull it back out. If it's here, we're going to do an R, U2, R prime. If it's here in the back, we're going to do a U2 to create this case, R, U prime, R prime. Or you can put it here. You can knock this in with a sledgehammer. So if it's here, you're going to want to do a sledgehammer. So what a sledgehammer is we're just going to kind of force this down, but we break up the cross piece here. So then we're going to hide this, fix this cross piece, fix this cross piece. So it's a R prime, F, R, F prime. And we don't have to do that because there's F moves in there. We don't have to do that to insert that pair. We could just put it here and do it. And what it'll do if you do that is it'll actually change some edge orientation up top. Especially if you have like a dot, you might want to do that insertion to flip some edge pieces for your last pair so you don't have a dot case for your OLL. Let's see, we swap some edges here. But if you're doing any of these moves, you're always going to still have a cross. It's not going to swap edges. So that's if it's in the front, it's oriented. So if it's in the back, I always want to have this case where I can just do an R, U prime, R prime, sorry, it's a L, U prime, L prime. So if it's here, you can lift up and do a U2, put it in. But if it's here, I would do a U2, get it to that spot, kick it in through the back. And if it's here, I would just do a U to make this case, put it in the back. That's the right-handed version. So the left, if you do a L prime, U prime, L, it's the same stuff, just the mirror of it. Go in like this. If it's here, go like that. If it's here, do a U2, put it in. If it's here, do a lefty sledgehammer, put it in. If it's in the back, if it's here, if it's right here, we do a R prime, U2, R. If it's here, do a U2, make this case, put it in. And if it's here, I'll do a U prime, put it in. Those are for all the oriented cases. If it's not oriented, what I do to make a not oriented case, if you do it on a solved cube, do a sledgehammer, R prime, F, R, F prime. This is non-oriented. This side color is not red or orange, so it's not oriented. So we're going to have to do a cube rotation. You know, if you do a cube rotation, it's oriented, and you just do any of the ones that we just covered. Or you have to do an F or B moves. So, but we're gonna do this without any cube rotations. So here's our non-oriented. If it's in the front, we do a hedge slammer, which is the opposite of a sledgehammer. You'll see on a solved cube, if I do sledgehammer, I get this, and I can hedge slammer it in, which is a sledgehammer but in the front. So we do F, R prime, F prime, R. It's the opposite. So that's what we do. F, R prime, F prime, R. That's if it's non-oriented and it's right here in the front. So let's put it back with a sledgehammer. Let's move it here. If you move it here, the fewest moves is F prime, U, F, but that's awkward and has a little bit of regripping. But if you mess with this left-hand side and you put this guy down, because this will be a bunch of unsolved stuff, so you put this left guy down and kick this up and put this back, so your cross piece is to the side, then you can back it in and then fix it all again. That's how I do it pretty much every time. Okay, so that's if it's here, hedge slammer. If it's here, go like that. If it's in the back and we want it here, you do a regrip right here. And you can think of it as an R2 and kicking it up, or a fat L2. I kind of think of it in the middle, like this. And then you're just going to put this in here and bring it down. But you got to fix this cross. So again, if it's not oriented and it's in the back, regrip here, bring it in, and then when you're coming back, straighten your cross out. That's how you do that one. Okay, let's see. And then if it's here, I either put it here and do this guy, or put it in the front and do the hedge slammer. So now if you're in the back, and it's right here, so it needs to go here, what I do is a fat L, and I do a U, L prime, U prime, and you just do an M prime, like that, and fix your cross. So again, this is in the back. We're going to go like this. I'll get it in, and that won't mess with anything else. So we have all our other slots filled. If it's right here, just bring it in like that, and you're just dealt with the top layer. So let's see. If it's here, do the same thing, but through the back. You bring this down, bring this cross piece up, bring it back, back this in, bring this down, do that, and fix it. If it's right here, we're going to regrip on this side, do an R2, kick this in with an F prime, then bring it back, but we have to fix the cross when we bring it back, like that. Just like that. And if it's here, I just either put it here and do this guy, or here and do this guy. So lefty version, same stuff, just left-handed version. This one, regrip here, like that. Again, this is kind of like your bad spot, so you can just turn it into your hedge slammer case, or you can turn it into this case. And from the back, same thing. Bring this up. This is a lot easier if you remember there's no regrips here. Oh. For some reason I always wanted to regrip, and then I got tangled up and I wasn't doing it right. So if it's here, same thing. Back it in. Here. And then here's our bad spot again. So you either turn it into this case, or you just, kind of bring this down, put this in, fix this, center this, get your cross back. Or you put it here and you do this guy. So that's it. Next video, I'm not quite sure. I think I'm going to cover this case whenever you're seeing like these guys. All the different ways we can pair these up, front, back, left, right, everything. Alright, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.